Hey, how's it going, guys? Just here to talk a little bit about tomorrow's vlog that will be coming out on, let's see, when's it come out? It comes out 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Japan time. It'll be on a Wednesday. Just gonna be a 15-minute vlog in Sasebo City. First time visiting. Took a 2-day trip back in, I don't know, when was it? I think it was May? Yeah, I think it was May. It took me a long time to edit these videos. I have an old ass computer and really outdated software, and everything was in 4K, and I had way too much footage for each day. I think Sasebo, I had like an hour and 15 minutes of raw 4K footage, and I cut that down to 15 minutes. And then Nagasaki was day 2, and I had almost an hour of footage there, and I cut that down to 20 minutes. Way too much footage. It's something that I've always had a problem with, where I constantly record everything that I see. I always think that it's just necessary to record everything. I would rather, it's like, my old mindset was like, I'd rather have too much and cut it than to not have enough and, well, just not have enough. And yeah, sometimes it's better to be short and sweet than to drag on with a bunch of filler that no one cares about. Because I think people aren't gonna skip through parts they're not interested in. Once they get to a part they're not interested in, they're probably gonna just click off the video. So you really can't afford to have filler, so I've been getting better, much better at sort of being really critical in the editing phase. And it used to be back in the day I would just go through it like once or twice. Now I go through a timeline an insane amount of times, where I've seen the video an absurd amount of times and I'm just sick of it. And I just go through, and every time I, go through the timeline, cutting things, I go through again and again and again, watch the whole thing, go through it again and again, and try to find like little things where I'm like, hey, I can cut out a few seconds here of that, and or maybe I should just cut this entire clip out because it doesn't really fit there. Maybe like this, even though I recorded this first before this, like it doesn't really look as good, so maybe like I'll switch the order, because no one's gonna know, but it will make it look better, like the flow of it. And yeah, I've just been getting better at that. But unfortunately, it's a real pain in the ass when you have like an hour of raw footage on a timeline, and it really bogs down your software, really slows down your computer, and it's all in 4K, so it's just really difficult. And constant lagging, crashing, freezing, and it's just a huge pain. And then rendering it takes an obscene amount of time, as well as uploading it to YouTube. And yeah, so I need to really get better at that. I think the next time I go on a trip, I will have it nailed down. I'll have it nailed down. Like, what I'll do is, when I go somewhere, like, try to do a little bit more research about the area, and then sort of figure out where I'm gonna go ahead of time. And then when I get there, instead of trying to record things as I see them, and thinking, oh, maybe I should record that, maybe I should record this, maybe I should do that, like maybe I should just like enjoy it, and then sort of like think about what looks good and what's not really important, and then sort of go back, take the time to go back in certain areas and be like, hey, that was really cool, I should get a shot of that. I don't know, it's kind of difficult though, because like my mindset is like, oh, I should record that now. I should pull out my camera now, because I might not have a chance later to get a shot of that. For whatever reason, especially if it's something that's like moving and stuff, like I might be like, oh, that might not be there. I come back 5 minutes later and come back and get that. It might not be there anymore, or it might not be doing the same thing it was doing before. Sometimes you see things, and if you're already recording, you catch something on camera that you have a small window of time to catch, and it's like really cool. It's happened plenty of times where I see something really cool, but it happens so fast, and I don't have my camera out. And then there are times where I have my camera out to record something else, and it's something that's not particularly that interesting, and then something just sort of pops in, and I'm like, oh shit, it's a good thing I'm already recording. So that happens, and I don't know. I think that I think way too much about that, and worry too much about that, about missing something. So I gotta constantly record everything and take pictures of everything. I take way too many pictures. I take way too many pictures. I'm probably worse at taking pictures than I am recording, because at least with the recordings, yeah, a lot of that stuff gets cut, but at least, videos do get put up eventually. Whereas I'd say like 95% of the pictures are on my phone will never see the light of day. It'll never touch the internet. Unfortunately, I'm really bad about that. I'm really bad about keeping up with the Instagram. I really gotta keep up with that. So like the vlog comes out tomorrow, 10 p.m. Japan time, and I'm usually really bad about getting pictures up on Instagram, but I will make sure, mark my words, that I will have the first set of Sasebo pictures up on Instagram. I hate that Instagram limits you to only 10 pictures per post, because I have so many pictures. I do know that there's some sort of like feature, sort of like stories, I guess, and like maybe I can make like an Instagram story and post a shit ton of pictures, like maybe put all of the pictures in one go and just put it at the top of my page, like in one of those like little bubbles, and just label it as Sasebo, and then the next one I can label it as Nagasaki. That way I can put up like freaking 50 pictures in one go. So I don't really know what anyone thinks about that, if they prefer the posts, like the normal post, or if they like to click on those story bubbles. I don't know. I mean, I click on them. But yeah, the story bubbles afford you the ability to see a ton of pictures at once really quickly. Because there'll be like some kind of little timer like bar on each picture. And of course, if you want to, you can like hold the screen to like pause like the little video, I guess, that show. It's like a slideshow, I guess. So, and it moves automatically. So I don't really know. I don't really know what I'll do. Possibly I'll do both. Possibly I'll just upload things in chunks on Instagram, and then after it's all said and done, like put them all on like a sort of a slideshow on the Instagram stories, I guess. I don't really know. Like, yeah, you can only upload 10 pictures at a time, which sucks. So I guess I have to like take a critical look at the pictures that I have, which is a lot, and sort of divide them up into groupings, like, hey, these pictures are for this sort of situation, these pictures are for this sort of situation, like oh, this is on the boat, oh, this is a burger place, or like in Nagasaki, like, oh, let's take the 10 best pictures from Chinatown, let's take the 10 best pictures from the Peace Park, like that kind of stuff. And like, oh, here's 10 pictures from the restaurant that I went to, like that kind of thing. 10 or less, however many I took. Sometimes I take less, but usually I take more than 10, and I have to make decisions about what to cut. I take way too many pictures, so that's something I want to work on. Taking way less pictures, way less raw footage. And when I start to edit a video and I load all the raw files onto the timeline, that it doesn't take like 2 hours to upload all of the raw files to my timeline just so I can start actually cutting, as I gotta wait for that shit to like upload onto the timeline, which is just absurd. That's how you already know you're in for trouble. You're in for a long haul when it takes a long time just to even load onto your software, like the files itself, before you could even start cutting it. Yeah, and my render times are just insane. It's just crazy. 4K takes up a lot of space, and it takes a long time to render and upload. So, rendering, if anyone doesn't know, is when you've finished editing your software, you've cut everything, you've added all your whatever music, your effects, your text, all that crap. you put it all together and you're satisfied with the final product, and basically you click the render button and it takes all those files that you've put together on the timeline and it puts it into like an MP4, like a finalized like file that you can upload to whatever social media you want. Yeah, and it takes an absurd amount of time. Crazy. But yeah, Sasebo video is like 15 minutes long. I don't really remember too much about that thing, honestly. That was back in May. This is like the first vlog that I've done in a while. I can't even remember the last time I did a vlog. I'm on my channel homepage right now, and if you notice at the top of my channel I added a new playlist, Johnny in Japan Travels. I called it Travels because I didn't want to call it Vlogs, because I don't do that many vlogs, unfortunately, and that's gonna change, I guess, in the future. Yeah, so like the last time I did a travel video, I guess you could say, was a couple weeks ago. Went to Itoshima, went to the beach. That was a really short video, I guess. I did do some talking there, so I guess that was a vlog, because there was actual dialogue. But the previous video before that was from June 1st, when I went to Saga, which actually that one was really late as well, because I'm pretty sure that I went to Saga like last year. Like, I was really late on putting that up. I don't even know when I went to Saga. Last summer? Late or early fall? I don't even remember when I went to Saga Prefecture, but it was a long time ago. It took me forever to put those videos up. The turnaround on the Nagasaki stuff was much shorter. Still too long though. That's why I need to make sure that I have a lot less raw footage, because then I get like really unmotivated to sift through crazy amount of raw footage that's mostly boring. You know, you don't realize until afterwards that most of it is just not worth watching. So yeah, I got like this big playlist. It's not big, it's like 10 videos that I thought were good, because the problem is, because I do so many live streams, especially gaming streams, like the uploads portion of my homepage that would be at the top. So anytime I would do like normal videos, like Japan stuff or whatever, vlogs, they would get buried by constant live streams, which sucks. So then when someone new visits my channel, they just think, oh, he's just a game streamer, or they see like drinking streams, like, oh, he's just some guy that gets drunk and plays video games, which is, you know, mostly true, and I'd like to change that and add more variety. But unfortunately, a lot of these vlogs, they get lost in the shuffle, they get buried deep. So I made a new playlist, put it at the top, and put them in an order that I thought was best, so that people who are new to the channel see these videos first when they visit my channel, and maybe it'll convince them to check those out and then subscribe, rather than seeing a giant wall of video game streams. Especially when I'm, you know, on a real big streak of streaming the same fucking game for like a couple weeks and doing daily streams or uploads, and it doesn't look good. It just looks very bland and repetitive. So it's good to have these videos that I actually did something for. I actually went somewhere and did something, and then I edited them. It's good to have those at the top. Yeah, so hopefully more people see them, because a lot of them don't have a lot of views, because they get uploaded and then they get buried. And then I think even people who are subscribed to me might not even know about these videos, because if you weren't checking out my channel for a few days, you might not have known about the video that got uploaded, because then it gets buried quickly. And that is the downfall of being active every day. But at the same time, if you're not constantly active, YouTube kind of doesn't really push you in the algorithm, which sucks. It used to be you could get away with uploading sporadically, and then I remember years ago it was like, oh, you gotta upload at least once a week, and then people were like, oh, you gotta upload twice a week, 3 times a week. And I don't even know when this really happened, but like suddenly it was like, oh, you gotta upload every day. You want to stay relevant. So that's pretty much like how things are now. People are just spamming the hell out of uploads and live streams, and obviously doing daily live streams is a lot easier than doing daily like edited videos. Doing edited videos takes more time and actual thought process. Not saying live streaming doesn't have its difficulty, because it does in its own, different way. But you don't really have to think about it beforehand. You just be like, okay, I'm just gonna pick a game I really like and play it and react to it, or I'm gonna, do a talk stream and talk about random topics, or maybe I have something I want to talk about, and then you just sort of freeform it and don't really think about it. And you don't have to cut anything, or you fuck up what you're planning on saying. You don't really say cut and then fucking keep recording and then cut out that part later. You just, if you fuck up, and that's just the way it is. So yeah, tomorrow I think, let's see, Sasebo, where did I actually go? The title is Burgers, Booze, and Boats. I thought that was kind of funny. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Yeah. Sasebo is known for a lot of restaurants that have oversized burgers. And had a couple of those, couple different restaurants. So that'll be featured. Obviously, there's going to be copious amounts of booze and boats. Booze and the boats, definitely at the same time. It was a long boat ride, so I'd say the largest focus is probably the boat. That's why it's in the thumbnail, because that probably took up most of my hour and 15 minutes of raw footage. And it's also going to take up most of the vlog. So, fair warning, a giant middle section of the vlog will be taken up by being on a boat. Because I went around a tour of the, I guess, largest cluster of islands in all of Japan. And the tour took like an hour itself. So, now I didn't just sit there on a boat and record for an hour straight, because as I said, I have an hour and 15 minutes of raw footage for the entire day. There's plenty of other things I did. There's plenty of other things in the video. So I didn't sit on a boat and record for an hour. That would not work. I did record quite a bit and cut also a lot. So if anyone thinks that there's too much boat footage, A, you're probably right. B, there was way more, trust me, and it could have been way worse. And as for the Nagasaki video that will come out a week from now, September 8th, 10 p.m. Japan time, I already have that premiered. And by the way, yeah, I guess I don't think YouTube actually gives... I don't think they do. I don't think they give notifications for video premieres. I don't know if they do or not, because I've been premiering videos for a long time. I stopped doing just the regular upload. Now I premiere. I've been doing it for a long time because I like when people come in and watch it as a premiere and chat on the sidebar. I think that's really cool. Although, if no one shows up, it's kind of a flop. So it can go either way. It can be really super awesome and people can interact with you live in chat as you're premiering your new video that you worked on. And it's cool to have that instant feedback, especially if it's good feedback. Usually it is. I don't think I've ever had negative feedback in a premiere chat, ever. Usually, if I get negative comments, actually, pretty much every time I've got negative comments. Usually I get positive comments. I think 95% of my comments are positive. And every once in a while you get some dickhead. But usually the dickheads don't comment on live streams or premiere chats. They leave their little comments on a video that's already been premiered. And they comment later. And I usually ignore them. But, yeah, and I'm sure they fucking hate that. And they stay subscribed to me with a notification bell on. But yeah, Nagasaki video is like 20 minutes long, and went to the Peace Park, hypocenter, which is where the atomic bomb fell. Chinatown. Saw a bunch of stray cats, a lot of stray cats. And went to eat Nagasaki champon in Chinatown. And what is there really to say about it? I mean, I don't really know. I think the biggest thing that's going to be different from these two videos, any videos that I've done for a long time, is there's a lot more FaceTime with me and a lot more talking, which I'm not used to. And I don't know, I'm very nervous about it. These might end up being the best videos that I've ever put up, which isn't saying a whole lot. You know, so don't get it twisted. That's not saying a whole lot. I'm not bragging or anything, but it might be the best videos I've put up. You know, or it could be the worst. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've gone through both videos multiple times, but even then, I might see something that's in the premiere and think, why did I leave that part in? That is cringe. That's embarrassing. That's stupid. Makes me look like an idiot. Sometimes even when you see something multiple times, it really doesn't hit you until it's like official, and then it's really up there, and you're like, oh, why did I think that was a good idea? Because even though I've seen it multiple times, it's like that's multiple times within a certain span of time. But of course, you know, a month could pass or 2 months could pass, and then you revisit something and you go, you know what? I don't like that anymore. I wish I would have kept that out. Your mind can change over time, obviously, and the longer time goes by, usually I have negative opinions on things that I upload. I don't think I've ever looked at an old video and said, you know what, that was actually pretty good for what it was at the time. Usually I look at old videos, and the more time passes, the more I go, oof, that's terrible, and I feel even more worse about it. Sometimes to the point where I just make the video private because it's just so bad. It's just so bad. So yeah, I have quite a lot of videos, as you can tell from my channel. If you go to my channel in the search results, it'll say like I have like, I don't know, how many does it say I have? 1,057 videos, and that's live streams too. But there's a shit ton of private videos. So there you go. I don't know, like I think someday I'll end up making a lot of things private. Who knows? Probably a lot of live streams, because I feel like it's just floods up your channel. Which is why I had to make a separate playlist for my travel videos and put it at the top of my channel, because I just have so much content. I guess for me it's quantity over quality sometimes, or a lot of times, and I'm hoping to change that. Don't know where I'm going next. No idea. I have a few places in mind, but I don't actually know. But yeah, hopefully I will see you guys on tomorrow's video. See what, it's midnight now. All right. Yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys there. I'm trying to figure out how much time is left. Like, shit, I don't know. It's like 12 a.m. It's technically Wednesday now, so 10 p.m. Yeah, it's quite a while. Actually, I could just click on it right here. 21 hours. There you go. You got 21 hours until video premieres. And yeah, I'm really fucking nervous about it. It could be a big hit, or it could be a disaster. My worst fear, I don't think my worst fear is getting a negative reaction or getting dislikes. I think my worst fear is that I spent all the time, you know, working on it, and then you finally upload it, and it doesn't really get any attention. It's like, fuck. I hate when I put up like random throwaway videos that took no effort or time, and like it gets hundreds and hundreds of views, or even 1,000, and I'm like, what the hell? This meant nothing to me. And then I upload something that took me a long time and a lot of effort, and a lot of frustration, and me just getting pissed off and throwing my mouse across the room, and then it gets nothing. I'm like, shit, come on. I don't know. It's like people go for like the video version of junk food. They go like those short clip videos of instant gratification. I don't think people have patience. Probably not. So yeah, the good thing about premieres is they don't tell you how long the video is. Of course, I'm, revealing that now, but most, like 99% of the people who will see the video will not know during the premiere how long the video is. So they'll either watch the premiere or they won't watch the premiere. Now, once it's already finished the premiere, then they can see in the thumbnail how long the video is before they click on it. And hopefully 15 minutes doesn't sort of push them away from clicking on it. Same with the Nagasaki video. Hopefully 20-minute time on it doesn't prevent them from clicking on it. I don't know. If I could have, I would have gotten both videos down to 10 minutes, but there was just too much footage, and I cut as much as I could. I don't think I can cut any more. I really couldn't. I cut as much fat out as I could. But in the future, I would like to make my videos around 10-15 minutes long. 20 minutes is really stretching it. I tried to get it below 20 minutes, but then I'd be cutting out stuff that I really didn't want to cut out. And I would have been disappointed in having to cut certain things out. And so I just left it at 20 minutes. Yeah, I know I said that I was going to, and before I talk about the next thing, which is be a lot shorter than this whole thing, yeah, the thing I want to mention is, if you want to see the premiere live when it's happening, then you got to go click on the thumbnail for the premiere, and on the actual thumbnail you got to click, or on the home page underneath the thumbnail there'll be a click reminder button, set reminder button. You can click that, or you can click on the actual thumbnail itself and go to the blown up version of the thumbnail, and on that bigger thumbnail you can click the set reminder button, and there's a countdown timer, and then you get a notification for that. So that's really all I gotta say about that. Yeah, as for the live streams, I know I said I was going to take a lengthy break away from the Yakuza series, but as you may have noticed, I already have like 3 lengthy live streams for Yakuza 6. I just really wanted to play it again, and I've already finished the first 6 chapters out of 13. I'm halfway through the game, and I think now I'll try to take a break from it, because now it's September 1st, and I want to finish Yakuza 6 before October 6th, because October 6th was when I did my first Yakuza 0 stream almost a year ago. So I want to have the series finished within 1 year, just because, no other reason than just because. I just like doing stuff like that, and that'll be cool. There really is no reason. It's just an OCD thing, I think. I'm weird like that. But yeah, so I still got like a month to finish that. So I think the next couple weeks I am going to try to stay away from Yakuza 6 and do some other stuff. Do more talk streams. Actually have real topics instead of just randomly babbling about my upcoming, video or live stream plans. Like, I need to actually have some actual topics. I'll think of some topics, and if anybody has anything they would like me to talk about, maybe I will do so, and you can leave in the comments below. Yeah, can't react to any videos. It's just not safe. Everyone else gets away with it, but apparently I don't. Every time I ever react to videos on live streams, I get myself in trouble and get like a 3-month ban, and it's just not worth it. So can't react to videos. I'm just not gonna do it. Even if it's a small clip, I'm not doing it. But I would like to react to news articles, memes, that kind of stuff. So if anybody has any cool or interesting or funny or sad or whatever, important, whatever it is, anybody has anything to share, they can send me a link to it. And if you have any cool memes, you can send that to me anywhere you want, really. Facebook page, Twitter, Instagram. Share those memes with me, or any kind of like articles that you'd like me to talk about on my chat streams. I'm gonna do a lot more of these, just to mix it up and do some different stuff. We'll do some game streams. Continue with Final Fantasy VII, the original, and I do have another game that I'd like to play. Probably a short game, but it looks interesting. I won't say what it is, but because I'm not entirely sure I'm actually going to play it, so I don't want to say that I'm going to play it if I'm not entirely sure. But if I am going to play it, then I will schedule a stream for it ahead of time, at least a day or two in advance, probably. Because it looks interesting, and I might play it, but there's definitely going to be some more Final Fantasy VII streams. And I don't know when I'm going to get into Yakuza 6 again. Start Chapter 7. I don't actually know. It's September 1st. So I don't know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to take a couple weeks away from Yakuza and focus on the talking streams and other games. And I don't know, I'm probably not gonna be on camera as much. But hopefully you guys like the 2 vlogs that I have. For anybody that actually likes seeing me on camera for some reason, there will be 2 very meaty vlogs for the next couple weeks, and I will make sure that I upload throughout this month. I will upload, I guess, deleted scenes, like stuff that didn't make it into the main vlogs. Like, even if something did, some stuff will never see the light of day. It's just terrible. But some stuff, like, I deleted that I just felt like it was just too long. It didn't fit with the video, but would make a fine, random clip upload. So there will be like deleted scenes, stuff that got left out, but would be okay on its own as a short little filler thing. So you will see a lot of stuff with me on camera talking. It'll just be spread out, peppered throughout the month. Probably after both of those vlogs have premiered. Yeah, I think that's all I got left to say. Just make sure. Hey, what's up, Lucas? Yeah, just make sure that if you want to see my premieres live as they happen and you want to be in the chat, you have to go to the thumbnail for that video premiere and click the set reminder button. And if you want to see my live streams, you gotta click the set reminder for that as well. And just check on my channel daily to see if I have anything scheduled. If I do have something scheduled, it will be at the very top of my homepage, a live stream or a premiere for a video. So it should be fun. Yeah, so we got 21 hours until the Sasebo video, 15 minutes long. Hopefully I'll see some people in the live chat. And yeah, Sasebo video today, 21 hours. 1 week from now, Nagasaki. Random clip uploads from both days. Deleted scenes that I will upload throughout the month. And Yakuza 6 will probably be resumed a couple weeks from now. I don't know, it's not guaranteed. I might get the itch for it and stream Yakuza 6 soon, who knows. But I'll try to stay away from it for a little while, because I did 3 lengthy streams in a row for it. And I'd like to do some other stuff like Final Fantasy, and I also have this other game that I'd like to try, because it seems like an interesting game, and it's probably a short, kind of indie style game. Yeah, and hopefully I'll get out there and make some more vlogs by the end of this year. I hope so. So thanks for checking out this chat. Yeah, I'll do more chats, and next time I'll make sure that I actually have real topics to talk about. So if you have news articles, share those news articles. If you have funny memes, share the memes on any of my social media, and maybe I will post them up here on the screen, any kind of memes or articles about stuff, and I'll talk about that stuff. The last couple of times that I've done this chat thing, it's just sort of random off the cuff talking about my plans, but in the future I will have, you know, topics to talk about other than my plans or my videos. So yeah, thanks for listening. I thought about doing like a morning thing where I just like, I don't know if I can keep up with that, like a daily thing. Maybe it doesn't have to be daily, maybe it can just be some mornings where I just do like a morning chat stream, you know, like a good morning kind of stream where I just sort of talk about whatever's on my mind or what's been going on, that kind of stuff. We'll see. I don't know. It's all TBA. Everything is TBA. It's all up in the air. Yeah. I will see you, hopefully, on the Sasebo video and on the next stream. So just check back in on my channel daily to see if I have anything scheduled. And also check out my Instagram, because around the same time that the Sasebo video premieres, I will have new pictures up on my Instagram. It's on the screen there for you to see. Yeah, so thanks for listening in. See you next time.